Hello. Oh, you guys can hear me, but y'all can't see me. Hold on. Oh, there I am. You guys can hear me, but you can't see me. That doesn't help. Hello, everyone. This is really weird. I have all this light on one side and then none on the other side. Give me 1 second. I never realized that until just now. Hey, that may help just a little bit. And if I close this just a little bit so it's not right. How does that work? That works good. Beautiful. Perfect.
As the Bundesliga's
Hello, everyone, by the way. Welcome to Monstar Sports Entertainment. We're just all chilling out here, having a grand old time. I don't know what to say. I'm nervous. Hi.
You don't know how to human?
No. It's been a while since I've had human interaction, so then when I actually see people, I'm like, what do I do? What do I say? How do I interact? My hair's a mess. So we're watching
pre-match formalities out of the way. Hello and
soccer. Or football. Some people call it football. Let me go here. Hey, Leedy. How's it going, Leedy? What's going on? Hold up. How's everybody doing? Okay, I can put that. Oh wait, I need to open the proper tabs that I needed. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Yeah, we just have to turn it off for
win at the
copyright
Weser started
reasons,
all
but-
season. Head close.
I gotta go to my thing. Oh, now I got myself all tangled up here. My goodness gracious. Okay. Hey, Mythic! How's it going, Mythic? What's going on? Oh, my forehead. Okay. I hope I did that right. I did. Okay. Here. Yes. Refresh that, see what that's doing. What's up with that? Oh yes, I need to increase my text size. I'm gonna go on the YouTube chat because I can't see. Okay. Hey, now I'm on the chat. I just can't see myself on the screen. Now I can. Hello. I understand what's going on with my hair 90% of the time, but it's okay. I mean, that's what it is. It is what it is. Hey, Arthur. How's it going, Arthur? What's going on? How you doing? We got Leedy, we got Arthur, we got Mythic. 6 people in the chat. How's it going? Don't forget to smash that thumbs up button on your way in. We're just waiting for the game to get underway here. Dude, I just realized I cannot see the screen with the microphone that way. Also a little, hey Johnny Sports Talk. How's it going? What's going on? Nothing much. Just watching some soccer. I call it soccer. But look at Monstar, it's backwards. Monstar Sports Entertainment YouTube channel merch. You get it in the link in the description down below.
Drop your vehicle.
Okay. If I can find it, hold on. Oh, it's literally in the description. Alright. or open in a new tab. It's fine too. It works. Is anybody else's phone like a pain in the butt? Like most of the time? Or is it just because I have an Apple phone? Because I have an iPhone. Maybe that's why. It's not the fact that I have an iPhone, it's just the fact that I have an iPhone 6S. That is why.
On the pitch for his team. And
hold on, it's taking a while for things to load here. There we go. Copy. Done. I can't see the chat, by the way, right now. Okay, now I can. Oh, thank you so much, Archer. Very much appreciate that. Everyone go check out Archer. He's in the chat right now. Go check him out. Thank you very much. There we go. Hey, there we go. Perfect. Let's see if we can make it to a 30 like goal. Let's see if we can make it to 30 likes. We're almost already halfway there for the likes. We can do it. I believe in us. I believe in us. We can do that. Well, I sometimes never realize how messed up my hair is. And then, what is that? Like, why is that doing that? I don't know where it's going. Game looks like it's about to get underway very shortly here.
Norbert Grudzinski, fourth official Florian Heft, and tonight the video assist Sascha Stegemann will be sat in the Kölner Keller, as they like to call it here in Germany. It's Frankfurt who get us underway in this clash of traditional heavyweights, the 100th meeting between Werder Bremen and Eintracht Frankfurt in the Bundesliga. 42 of the wins have gone Werder Bremen's way. Frankfurt have picked up 35 in the meantime.
Right.
And really, this tie has gained importance. It was meant to take place on match day 24,
with butter
but due to a change in schedule because Frankfurt's Europa League game or second leg against RB Salzburg of Austria was knocked back due to a storm. This got rescheduled. Finally, it's taking place. And Sean Dundee with me, your match commentator, James Thorogood. What are your pre-match expectations for this one, Sean?
I think that Frankfurt will definitely try and unsettle them quickly and try and get a goal as soon as possible. Obviously, Bremen's home form hasn't been so good. Frankfurt come off an away win. They'll have a little bit more confidence going into this one, and I see them putting more pressure in the starting 15-20 minutes.
And Frankfurt are a side who love to raise intensity levels at every opportunity. Oh, foul there by AMYAMOR.
I mean, they are a team, they're so attacking. But against Wolfsburg, you really saw them taking a few steps back and really playing a little bit slower. It paid off in the end, but against a Bremen team that hasn't played so well at home, they'll probably try and change their tactics slightly.
There's Theodore Gebrselassie.
Yes, I'm trying to go on.
Himself, Kevin Vogt, short. Finn Bartels getting his first touch of the ball tonight. Back in the starting lineup for the first time since December of 2017. And he's going to pick up the first yellow card of the game, the 33-year-old.
Ooh, yellow card already.
For a foul on Gacinovic, maybe a sign he's a bit rusty.
There's already a yellow card.
If he's rusty or not, but I mean, he does come a little bit late. I saw that last week as well. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
so,
against
rightly
Bremen.
seen from the ref, he does catch him on the ground, but he has to already be careful.
Admittedly, the Rusty comment was slightly tongue-in-cheek, I'll be honest, but he did catch Gacinovic quite nicely with the follow-through of the knee there.
Yeah, it wasn't intentional. I mean, it was an accident, but still.
It was an accident, but still got a yellow card.
Late and already he's on yellow, so there's a long way to go.
Yeah, we're watching it on TV.
This would be a blow for Frankfurt as well to lose Mihak Gacinovic, and I'm sure those ankle ligaments will have been tested by that challenge. And he certainly seems in some discomfort. He received special praise from Adi Hütter for his performance against Wolfsburg. He thought that he took Maximilian Arnold, Wolfsburg's greatest creative threat, out of the game.
They worked hard. They closed down everything. That's a typical Frankfurt team. But like I said, against the Wolfsburg team that you know are strong, and especially Arnold, they did work hard and they deserved the win in the end. And that's just an injury that either you'll run out running off for a few minutes, or you'll have to go off.
For now, the free kick comes in for Frankfurt. It's not exactly dealt with by Bremen's backline, and this has been a huge vulnerability for them in the current campaign. Zelka now gives chase. Selassie can clear.
That's a big field. I don't realize how big the field is.
Making his 308th Bundesliga appearance tonight. As a result, he has drawn level with former South Korean international Boon Kung-cha, a legend in Bundesliga circles, but Hasebe tonight joining him on 308 appearances as the Bundesliga's all-time record Asian appearance maker. A fantastic achievement for Makoto Hasebe, who turned back the years, it has to be said, last season. He claimed that you could have said it was the form of his career. I think that was a very humble assessment from the 36-year-old. Switching from the central defensive midfield position he was so accustomed to. Now, as part of a three-man back line with Frankfurt, he really has settled in well there.
Because the last game,
season, you could make a strong case that he was actually their player of the season, Sean.
Yeah, last season was completely different to this season, but...
Hello, 14 of you in the chat. How's it going? Welcome to Monster.
He's going to get another chance to deliver.
Don't forget to smash that thumbs up button on the way in. We have a 30-like goal. See if we can make it. I'm Molly, by the way.
Hefty coming together there. Dominic Court.
And that's a typical Frankfurt. I mean, on the weekend, it was a similar situation. Kostic cross, Pass nodded the ball back, and Kamada finished off very well. I mean, I'd like to see somebody big up front now for Frankfurt. That would really be good, but Silva's not
so red.
really the guy that attacks the crosses as much as a few others on the field.
That was hair on the face.
Silva certainly more of your all-round striker. His aerial prowess isn't to be shirked at. The fact is, we will likely see Filip Kostic and Almame Toure whipping in the crosses all evening. Only Bayern have played more crosses from open play this season than Eintracht Frankfurt, but now a chance for Bremen, and Klaassen was in space. Unfortunately, Zelka's first touch let him down a little bit.
Is that another yellow card?
And he couldn't play the pass.
Yeah, he should have played that first time, but he tried to go past him.
Frankfurt got
if he knocks that straight onto Klaassen, that's he's going one-on-one. Yeah, he has to.
Clipped his shin.
He has to be aware of what's around him and the movements. And for a player that's trying to prove himself, I mean, it's so frustrating not scoring for such a long time.
Destroyed
I mean, I've been there as well. Maybe not as long as him at the moment, but
it's like 5-0.
You do try a little bit more, and sometimes just get rid of the ball a little bit quicker helps as well.
Almost stolen away.
One touch passing there from Frankfurt to find Martin Hinteregger, the highest scoring defender in Europe's top 5 leagues, 8 goals. He's actually Frankfurt's top scorer in the Bundesliga this season, which for a centre-back is a remarkable feat, it has to be said.
Yeah, that's from the corners and free kicks that get whipped in. He's always been there against Munich. He scored 2 in their 5-2 loss, but still he's such a danger when they're set pieces.
Technically against Bayern he scored 3. 1 was at the wrong end of the pitch though, admittedly.
I hope they didn't count that one.
Within the last 5
Already,
games,
Patrick
it's
Ittrich
showing
has been a
that
very busy
Bremen is
man in the middle.
better
Plenty
team.
of niggly little fouls
Within the last
between these
5
two
games,
sides,
looking?
which underpins
No, that's what I'm looking for.
just how important this game is to both sides. They don't want to give an inch.
Exactly, you got to fight for
Yeah,
everything.
no wonder. Hold on.
When this one's over and you've lost them.
No wonder Bayern won last week. They're number 1.
Oh, they're number 1. There you go.
On the standings. That's why. Makes sense. I know, I'm trying to find it.
To take the free kick. It's got a good shape on it, and that was an important punch from Kevin Trapp. The offside flag had gone up.
Frankfurt is number 12 in the rankings, and Bremen is 17 in the rankings. So Frankfurt has the advantage here for this game. So we'll see how this goes.
Yeah, it was close.
Ooh.
Daichi Kamada. Out to Kostic.
Oh!
Bremen don't want to give him too much space out wide. Gabriel Selassie's got to be a little tighter there.
I mean, he's so fast, so quick on his feet, and he doesn't need a lot of space to whip on those crosses. And that was a good ball, nice, hard and low. You know, a touch from any player that could have gone direction goal, but they'll take the corner, you know, strongly enough
Share
on
this
these set
stream out
pieces.
where you can. That would be very much appreciated.
Well, they thought about taking it short. Kamada's thought better of it. Instead, it is Kostic to deliver. Hinteregger's there. He got his head to the ball. Ittrich, again, seeing something in the mix that he felt he should penalise. That is the threat Hinteregger does bring to the table for Frankfurt.
Maybe. Yeah, I have read it. I have read it. I never thought of it. I don't think I'm following on Reddit. I don't know what specific.
Well, a few complaints, but he didn't really seem to be trying to play the ball there, Sean.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh!
Yeah, in the first,
I hope he's wearing a
when it
cup.
first happened, I thought it was going the free kick the other way, but that was the right
Did he
decision
not
from
fall
the referee.
down? And that did
You
not
do
hurt
see
his...
players do that, try and shield the ball like Marco Friedel did there, but you've got to time it a little better and hopefully not take out the man as much as he did. Roda, well, with the flick, but there was no one up in
Ran
support.
right into him. Hello, 11 of you in the chat. How's it going? Welcome. I am Molly. Don't forget to smash that thumbs up button on your way in. We are trying to reach a 30-like goal.
Here we get to see some of the statistics powered by Amazon Web Services.
You get notified every single time.
Silva goes for a goal, and it's an
channel.
important foot to the ball from Gigi Pavlenka. But already you can see that Bremen dropping deep and keeping things tight.
Yeah, they don't want to concede early. That's what I said. I expect Frankfurt to push
Cup
further.
spatter. They
Push
do.
a little
I
bit more
looked and I was like,
this
is he
opening
okay?
part of the game.
Oh my god.
Gicinovic, who does seem to have run off that earlier knock sustained in a tackle by Finn Bartels.
Yeah, it's strange, such an injury. I mean, it's you'll feel a little bit, and after the game,
Yeah, so Frankfurt has
you'll
the
know
advantage
how
here
bad
for
it is.
this.
But it's nothing too serious.
game.
But it
They're at a higher
could mean
ranking than
that
Bremen.
a little bit later on tonight, it swells up a little bit. But now you'll be alright.
Oh.
It's a good break for Bremen.
Yes.
Ball out to Finn Bartels from Yuya Osako.
I'm
Was forced to retreat.
I'm doing
that's
a
the thing
game
with Frankfurt
Friday.
are in the similar position. Then you'll see players going down the wings, and there's players
Let me find
available.
out what
Bremen at
exact
the
game
moment
it
still
is,
hanging
so I
back a
can-
little
oh,
bit. It's
I
like they're a
literally
little
have
bit
it
too
right
scared to
here.
push forward. They know what damage Frankfurt can do going forward with Kostic and with some of the others on that field.
Here's a chance though, Gabriel Selassie. That was a good ball, but well collected by Trapp.
Yeah, and again, from that position again, get a low ball, and that's such a grateful heart for Trapp to just come out
The
and
amount of
collect.
times that I went to do the peace sign to somebody, and then I
not
ended
a
up
bad
flipping
attempt.
them off by mistake. I'm like,
Chance
I'm
to look
so
at how
sorry.
Frankfurt are shaping
Like,
up in
I
this one.
apologize.
Look at their real-time or average positions.
Yeah, obviously not pushing, dropping as far back as
I'm so
as
sorry.
Bremen, but
My hand just naturally rested in that
That's
position.
it.
I apologize.
I mean, it's the opening part of the game, so as this goes on, we'll get a little bit of a better idea.
Well, that's it. On the graphic, you can see that Kamada and Gicinovic have kind of swapped sides, but something tells me they'll be left, right, and centre all evening. The two of them very
I will
interchangeable.
find it.
What time is game
2:30, yes.
Marco Friedel, the young Austrian who was getting a run of games earlier this season, talked about the fact that he wanted to be in the starting lineup when everyone was fit. Now Bremen have had a lot of injury headaches this season, but he right now is keeping Ludwig Augustinsson out of the starting lineup. Florian Kohlfeld attributing that to his prowess from dead ball situations, that he's really established himself in that role.
Everywhere.
Right now is edging it in a very fierce battle for that left back spot. Augustinsson, who has spent plenty of time on the sidelines due to injury as well this season, it has to be said.
Oh. That's the fifth.
Swede has had a knee operation already in the current campaign and torn his thigh muscle. But Friedel acquitting himself well, and as a result retaining his spot in the starting lineup.
I'm going to see how well this is going to work.
Here he is on the ball. I have to say, Sean, it's difficult for either of these sides to generate any sort of rhythm with all these niggly little fouls being penalised.
You see it quite often since the restart as well. But
I'm going to put it in the chat.
In a game of such importance, you don't want to. You'll probably get yellow. Yeah.
Interregger the first in the book for Frankfurt.
And again a foul. Yeah, there's no real flow again in the game, and Frankfurt experienced the same on the weekend. And as the game went on, those fouls do get less and less.
Oh, so the caps lock on.
Martin Interregger will now have to watch his step for the remainder of the game. Bartels with the flick on, finding Zelka. Normally should be the other way around, but Bartels gets it back now, looking to play in Osako. Klaassen tries a goal, and wow, that's an important save from Kevin Trapp.
Put it.
I mean, a good build-up. Obviously, the flick on, Zelka does well to lay off, and then a little bit of luck that the ball breaks free, but it did take a deflection on the way.
What are their
slowed the ball down for Trapp, but also pushed it away from him, and he's a great keeper, so didn't have too much trouble getting there.
Strong wrist to the ball, but that was goal bound from Davy Klaassen.
Hi, Eagle. How's it going, Eagle? I can't see myself
Bremen
right now, so this is a camera that I can
first corner of the game, following their first shot of the game. In swinger from Marco Friedel. To beat the first man. Bartels first to the loose ball. Friedel's going to have another out at the apple. Looked like he was looking for the contact there.
You saw that exactly. He left his foot out and just waited to get the touch. You can see him leave the. Yeah, it was clever. Free kick in a pretty dangerous position.
Well, they tried to take it quickly, Bremen. They were pulled back by referee Patrick Ittrich.
And on the weekend, this is where Frankfurt conceded from a similar position.
Oh my gosh.
Friedel. Osako was rising highest, but it's Toure with the header clear.
Everybody, welcome.
For Bremen to reset.
Smash the thumbs up button all your way in. We are trying to reach a 30-like goal. Let's see if we can do it.
As Sean has pointed out, the first priority for Bremen right now is to prevent
subscribe and hit the bell for notifications so you
conceding.
get notified every single time that we are live here on this channel.
Something that they've managed to avoid in the last 3 league outings.
Oh my gosh.
You notice a slight shift in the game. Frankfurt in the beginning putting a little bit more pressure. Now suddenly it shifted Bremen's way, and they've got to try and utilize this and maybe get something lucky.
Oh. Hold on, I'm trying to go back and forth here. Give me a second.
The 12th foul of the game so far. Eggestein won the header, but not in a fair manner in the eyes of Patrick Ittrich.
Yeah, he does use his arms to go up, but it's again not on purpose.
Adi Hütter said in his pre-match press conference that they have no reason to hide here in Bremen, Frankfurt, that is. He said they have to stay calm and believe in their qualities, but he did underline the fact that losing is, in German, verboten, in English, forbidden.
It is. I mean, if you see the way the attractive football Frankfurt played last season, and also in the beginning of the season, I can't understand that they're so far down the table and they lose it today. They really pulled into that battle, the relegation battle.
It certainly would make life uncomfortable for them with the games coming thick and fast. This time next week they will be in action in the DFB Pokal semi-finals against FC Bayern München. Reigning title holders. Of course, it's worth noting that this is the third meeting between these two sides in the current campaign, because it was Frankfurt who beat Bremen in the quarterfinals to book that semi-final spot against Bayern München. A 2-0 win for Frankfurt. Andre Silva and Daichi Kamara getting the goals at the Commerzbank Arena back in March. It was one of the last games in Germany to have fans in attendance. There's the man, Freddy Bobic, the sporting director, who has been given great credit for this change of trajectory for the Eagles.
I know Freddy very well, and wherever he's been, he's done well. Although at Stuttgart they wouldn't say that, but he's done wonders at Frankfurt, and it doesn't matter how the team are doing. If they're doing well, they're doing bad. He's a really calm character and a good friend. He beat me to the Golden Boot in '96, but he's still my friend. So
that's good to hear. Yeah, and he does deserve great credit. And I think you were talking about the drop-off. We have been talking about the drop-off in form for Frankfurt this season. When you lose the front three of Sebastian Haller, Ante Rebic and Luka Jovic, teams were always going to struggle.
I know, I mean, I said that
19 minutes and 40 seconds into the game.
Those three were incredible. They were
so far.
I used to love watching Frankfurt play, you know, just those three, and that they've gone and they've had to make some changes. I thought they've got three good guys playing up front now as well, but just that movement and speed that they had and the understanding those three had for each other was really, I don't think there was another three Bundesliga strikers in the same team that played that well together.
No, they were absolutely formidable as a front three, it has to be said, but Bobic does deserve credit for finding adequate replacements. Kamara trying to get on the end of the cross from Gacinovic. Bastos and Andre Silva brought in to help ease the goal-scoring burden. So far in this one, with 20 minutes played, chances have been few and far between, though. Does speak to the hard-fought nature of the encounter thus far.
I mean, I'd like to see Bastos playing now in the beginning, but I just think that Silva's a guy that's working down. He's going to close down quicker, and I think that just counts against Bastos in the moment.
Keep clicking things.
He needs players that are going to work hard out there, and that's why I say maybe, obviously later on we're going to see him.
Frankfurt working in very tight spaces there on the byline. In the end, the throw-in does go Bremen's way.
I mean, sometimes they really can get themselves out of good positions. They move it, the flow of the ball just, you know, everybody's available and they get themselves out of tight situations.
Yeah, every now and again you'll just see Frankfurt flick the switch.
Yeah, it just hasn't been enough this season, really.
That was it. Adi Hütter was also talking about the drop-off this season, but he did point out that they are in the DFB Pokal semi-finals. They're in the Europa League quarter-finals, providing that competition does maybe get back underway after that two-legged win against Salzburg back in March. And he called it a positive development for the club. But of course, I think he and Frankfurt's fans and their players would love them to be in a little more comfortable of a position in the league, even if they weren't pushing for European qualification, which, let's be honest, was the target when the season started.
I mean, yeah, exactly what you said. there has been a big drop-off, but now it's just about surviving. And then at the end of the season, looking how they can go forward.
Nice touch on from Maximilian Eggestein. Zelke has timed his run well here. The offside flag has stayed down. Angles against him. And in the end, the angle was too much.
Well, at first he did look offside, but let's have a look.
So far, 23 minutes into the game, and no one has gotten a goal yet.
He hesitates, then the ball does come, and
Bremen changed that?
I mean, he's not really running towards goal, so the angle is
nice block, though.
Getting harder and harder, and from that position, far corner would have probably been a little bit better, but there's nobody really that he can play from that angle, so he has to have a go. And getting a corner is also a good thing.
Another chance for
kicking ball in.
Moisander, Velkovic, Kevra Selassie to make their way from the back. It's taken short.
Ooh!
Change of angle, and that was dangerous.
Blocked. Oh my gosh.
Kevra Selassie was the closest to it. Frankfurt felt there was a foul in the build-up there from Kevin Vogt. Oh, actually from Yuya Sako. We are seeing more of that.
I mean, I've been in games where that's happened, and it's so frustrating because you're going with your man, and then suddenly there's a man standing in front of you. Obviously, it's a set piece that they worked on to create space, but if they had scored from that, you'd have to see what they decide.
Frankfurt has the advantage here with their
basketball terms, that would be called setting a screen, and I think Florian Kohfeldt has in the past talked about the influence of basketball type
movement,
movement for set pieces.
It was like right square in his face. I don't even think it hit like his forehead.
Factor that in as well in some of their set piece.
Yeah, but when you see a player that's blocking and he's not looking at play, he's just looking at the player that's running with.
See a ball coming towards your face. I would just like panic and stand there.
Fair.
No, Sako's got to be a little more savvy there, perhaps, with the interception of the run.
I am a Crystal Palace fan. Adapted Frankfurt fan now. Nice.
Zelke gets his head to the ball. Bartels.
Well, welcome to the stream.
For the cutback. Core.
Hello,
privy to the danger.
Welcome to Monster Sports Entertainment.
And that's a strength that Zelke brings. You can always play him, and I'd like to see Bremen do that more. But the problem is they don't really have those players working off him properly. Off the second ball, which could be so dangerous if it was worked well.
Don't forget to subscribe too and share us out what you think.
They're going to do well to win it back. Eggestein to Vogt, gets it back from Vogt and does well there. Again, it was a tight call on the offside, but the flag stays down. Zelke one-on-one with Abraham.
Oh. He's not the quickest striker, you know. That's
Thank you for the 2 new subscribers. The 2 people who smashed the subscribe button. Thank you very much. Very much appreciate that.
I think Ittrich just explaining that they are now told the referees to let play go on in those situations. And the assistants are encouraged to, if they aren't sure about a decision, to keep the flag down, which may have been why it was so late in coming on that occasion.
Obviously, if it was another player that got away and scored, then they would have had a look at it. But
oh, and we are from Canada.
I understand what they're trying to do,
we live in
which is a good idea.
Especially with the video assist in play, they do have that as support in some of those very tight and difficult decisions. And right now it looks like they may have a lot of them because Davy Zelke is playing right on the shoulder of the last man almost at all times.
All the time, right?
He's not the paciest striker despite those long legs either.
Sometimes it really looks like he's running fast, but
oh my gosh, they're going so fast.
That's true. He's not the fastest.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I say that, and he's clocked
when it
over
goes
30 kilometers an hour already tonight. And I wish I could run 30 kilometers an hour sometimes. Sure, so maybe I shouldn't criticise too much.
Oh my gosh.
Vogt spreading the play to Friedel. He's got time and space to try and pick out a cross. Zelke the intended target, but that's going to be a right-top tussle between him and Hinteregger. There were a few words shared after as well between the two.
Oh, there it is.
And that may be something that Zelka will look to do with Hinteregger on a yellow card already, Sean. Maybe just had a few little niggles at Hinteregger, the Austrian.
I mean, I understand, but Hinteregger isn't the kind of guy that's going to get involved in anything like that. He's experienced, and he won't let his team down. He's a very clever defender.
That he is indeed, and arguably a cult hero now in Frankfurt circles. They went to great lengths to support the club's decision to sign him on a permanent transfer.
So far, the score is still 0-0 with 28 minutes within the game here.
It's a social media
still
campaign
0-0.
that generated. There's now a social media campaign, #HintyArmy. He is a fan favourite to the max, Martin Hinteregger, and arguably one of the most colourful characters in the Bundesliga.
What's everyone up to today? What's everyone doing?
During the coronavirus hiatus, if you didn't see his social media video that went round Twitter of him playing an accordion in a Stormtrooper helmet, then I tell you, you were missing out. It was one of the highlights
Frankfurt
we had while the Bundesliga was not on our TV screens.
And Bremen is
We are delighted
17.
that it is back. A privileged position we find ourselves in.
So Frankfurt should be dominating.
Germany and the DFL have gone to such great lengths to ensure that they could bring the ball back in a safe and secure manner for their players.
What you doing?
Plenty of regulations as per the new DFL hygiene concept. And now Silva trying to pick out Gacinovic, telegraphed by Volt, but a deflection off Kevin Volt has handed Frankfurt another corner.
Cole has a goal first time, obviously on his...
yeah, Frankfurt should be like doing.
I mean, it was on target. It was never going to cause any trouble.
Very well.
Again,
by the end of the game,
a set piece which
statistically,
Frankfurt are pretty dangerous with.
Statistically, that doesn't mean it's going to happen, but it's statistics.
This time it is taken short by
That
Frankfurt.
wasn't a word. I think my mouth got confused.
Blocked by Gebre Selassie, but Patrick Ittrich is done with giving the niggly fouls. He wants to allow their game to maybe get a bit of rhythm going.
Bremen trying. Oh, hands it straight to Frankfurt. Bremen just handed it straight to Frankfurt.
I knew he'd overrun that one a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe a little bit better.
As you say, he knew he was going to get there, and then
go.
obviously just running into the player, he thought he was going to get a free kick.
Silva not happy with the challenge, but advantage paid by Ittrich on this occasion. Friedel again having a little niggle after the ball had gone. Silva still not happy about it. The Portuguese.
Yes.
Maybe that's just something from the scouting notes that Bremen have had pre-match that they
He's eating some honey
want
roasted
to get
peanuts.
touch tight and physical with Andre
They're very
Silva.
good.
The move breaks down for Frankfurt.
I had to test them for quality control.
Just 3 chances in the game. All have found the target, but none have found the back of the net just yet.
Yeah, there's been no real,
Oh, yes.
100% chance.
Hello, everybody. Hello, online in the chat. Don't forget to smash
Is
that
this
thumbs
because
up
both
button on
sides
your
are taking
way in.
a risk-averse
So like
approach
it,
right now?
subscribe,
They really
hit the
are
bell
concerned about not
notifications,
conceding as
share
opposed
this
to
out
trying
where
to
you
get that
can.
opening
That'd
goal.
be greatly
Obviously, I mean,
appreciated.
both teams are
We're
waiting for a
chilling
small
out here.
mistake, and nobody's making that mistake. They're closing up the centres and allowing balls out on the outside, but
How on?
I mean, Frankfurt have been a little bit more often on the sides.
Even on the FIFA game? This is not FIFA, but I'm saying like on
haven't really
soccer
crossed
games,
much in this game, and
football games, you can buy. It even shows
indicating that the arm was down by the side of the body, but I think it
even shows that there's like 4 little shadows from the different ways. There's like 4 different ways the light's hitting, and then you can just see like the 4 little shadows. It's like a little
situation if it did get past them.
Well, they talk about not making your body bigger or not making your shadow bigger in that sense, and I can see where Ittrich's coming from. And I think there was some veteran savvy there shown by Makoto Hasebe. The bounce of the ball almost catching him out.
No one knows how to take instructions on YouTube.
Up against his compatriot.
And that was good again. Yeah, sorry, that was good from Selker again. He's a striker that likes to stand with his back to the goals, playing him in his feet. And that time he played a good first touch, and that's what he's got to do more more during this game.
I did say Dunder Mifflin, and then the eye
phases where
got smudged when I
couldn't
was
score, but then,
watching it.
you
Now
know,
it's
laying the
Dunder
ball off
Mifflin.
movement.
There's no eye.
And then he's going to get his chance somewhere along the line and score again.
Some good teams.
Goals have been an issue for Bremen all season, not just for Davy Zelka since he arrived in January. Look at a chance to break the deadlock here.
Oh!
Gebre Selassie attacking that with real venom.
And that was a great ball in the middle, you know, with so much speed and coming in so hard. And,
whoa, look at that!
Just needed somebody to meet it right.
Whoa, look!
No one to track the run of Gebre Selassie either.
Possession has
and
been
again,
50-50.
well worked off set piece that's obviously been worked out, and that Frankfurt don't go with the man. They don't want to be too often.
Asako with the layoff, looking for Eggestein. Space is a little too tight in the end there for Bremen.
Ooh. Bremen trying hard though. Bremen really trying. Come on. Whoa.
Kamada applying the pressure. Bremen trying to build from the back.
How do they kick with such accuracy?
The thing is, if you do go to the keeper like that, you want to make sure the rest of the teammates are coming
throwing something with like some sort of accuracy, because like you can like
Frankfurt aren't pushing
throw it and like
as
follow
much as I
through
thought
with
they
it
would.
of where you want the
I think they'll be happy
ball to
now
go.
when the half time.
I guess you can do that with your foot too, but I mean like
just to get a breather.
one small like tilt of the different
concede
angle of your foot and it's going in a whole different direction. Like their kicks are like, how did he know? How does he kick it from one end of the field to the other, straight to the person he wants it to? It's
waved away by Ittrich, felt he was looking for the foul.
Very talented.
He does go down too easy there, really.
But is that because Ittrich's given so many of these niggly little fouls, they're almost expecting it now, Sean? You might say that. Klaassen in behind here. Oh, that's a handball from Abraham. Well, I think they'll have a look at that. Ittrich for now waves away the protests.
Oh,
but he is having a word in his ear. For me, that's clear hands to ball movement from Abraham.
He gets his arm around Klaus. Let's have a look. Okay. Oh, it's offside.
Oh, is it going to be offside anyway? Well, Abraham, the Argentinian, may get away with this one. Of course, it was Klaassen who won a penalty in the earlier fixture this season, the reverse fixture.
Oh yeah, he hit him.
It was Makoto Hasebe penalised that time.
Oh! There has to be something going on there. There's some sort of foul, some sort of card, something. What's going on?
But you go back about these small niggly fouls. You know how good the ref has been today. I mean, as a professional, sometimes you'll see a player going
whoa,
down.
What the heck? Their earpiece?
The
ref's earpiece with the microphone?
But,
the microphone doesn't wrap around the ear. It's just all part of the earpiece, and it goes down.
For me, this is maybe one of those situations where I would expect Patrick Ittrich to maybe have another look at it.
What?
It will come down to that very tight offside call.
That's cool.
For me, it looked like Zelka may have been a hair off. I'm not sure about Klaassen. It was very difficult to tell.
I think both of them were slightly. That's why he's going to go overlook. But Bremen is going to be
fantastic.
It took 15 minutes. An offside.
13 minutes, but we also talked in the beginning.
That penalty in the reverse fixture.
And a lot of it was
that
just
came in injury time that allowed Rashica
most
to
of it is just like
after Silva had actually put Frankfurt in front 2-1 in the 88th minute.
I'd say like 80% of the time.
Challenge from Hasebe on Davy Klaassen. Klaassen again involved this time. And this is obviously such a tight call, Sean, because they are taking a long time to look at this.
Put it in the oven. It's great. It's fantastic.
You can see Ittrich is making the finger signals to say it was tight.
Hello everyone. Don't forget to smash the thumbs up button on your way in. Welcome all 12 of you. Don't forget to smash the thumbs up button. We're trying to reach a 30 like goal.
And what a moment this could be.
If you make it, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell for notifications so you're notified every
now
single time that I'm live.
If
you hit subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, you'll get notified when I am live this upcoming Friday with some more of this.
It's difficult to say, you know.
At 2:30 p.m. Eastern.
Sorry, I put you on the spot with a psychology question
it's difficult to say. Obviously, they expected a penalty. They
How's it going?
Maybe now they would have found out there might be an offside.
How you doing? Frankfurt. You're cheering for Frankfurt? Frankfurt is the better team statistically.
Sascha Stegemann.
If they won, I would not be surprised. I know, but if they won, I would not be surprised.
They've drawn the lines, and well, quite frankly, Frankfurt have been handed a massive let-off there. Because had it not been offside, Patrick Ittrich would have been pointing to the spot there.
For sure.
But I'm surprised no one has gotten a goal yet.
And it's a shame for Bremen because that was the first time they'd really got in behind David Klaassen and got beyond the back line to cause a nuisance.
And it's not really that you'd expect from Abraham, such an experienced defender that he...
Oh, it went right between his legs. Oh, it went down. Oh, he went boom, boom. Why did I say he went boom, boom?
Klaassen, the next to go to ground.
Boom, boom. Like when he fell, I'm like, oh, he went boom, boom.
Penalised, are not happy with the decision. I'm not sure he can really have too many arguments. Klaassen got there first.
Boom! He got hit. Oh, his foot. Oh.
Another one of those late things, huh?
I don't think your foot's supposed to twist that way.
The problem is as well, Sean, they're all playing to the referee.
Walking,
the screams, the theatrics as they go down.
Yeah, well, they're doing that what the crowd would normally do, yeah. So, but it's good to hear the place, the way they also scream on the field, what you don't normally hear, but it does have a slight influence on decisions getting made. There's no doubt about that.
Oh, out.
There we can see Bremen edging the stat sheets, and they'll be pleased with that because
59% challenges won by Bremen and 41% challenges won by Frankfurt. And as you can see there,
before me, obviously the challenges are very
Frankfurt
important.
has
they've kept Frankfurt at bay. They haven't been that dangerous, but maybe now.
Yeah,
not by much
though. With time and space to work with.
4%.
Bremen players herring back, but that was a vital interception by Velkovic. And you can see the frustration from Kostic. He knew what a chance that was. They were stopped in their tracks.
A lot of people falling on the ground.
And now it's Bremen who look to burst down the other end. And
Where?
also we've seen this game open up a little bit as we approach half-time.
On the ground. Really?
They're taking slightly a less risk-averse approach, both teams.
That was the first time I've seen that Kostic really have time to run at the defense. But I mean, as soon as he ran 10-15 meters, Bremen had gotten so many numbers back, and it was really difficult for him to pick out anybody else because Frankfurt as well weren't pushing enough numbers forward for him to pick out anybody.
Yeah, I can do it.
Gone from a cross for deep.
Eagle, yeah, it seems equal on the stats. Yeah.
Throws out a couple as well, so he's got to be careful not to go into the referee's book.
That is me, that is not what I'm looking for.
Now he avoids
I closed it down
any greater punishment.
You know the next foul, he's definitely going to go on the book.
Yeah, great game so far. Hello, Dylan. How's it going, Dylan? Welcome to the stream. Don't forget to smash that thumbs up button, everyone, on your way in. Trying to reach a 30 like
Kevin Walk seems to have almost dropped in between the two centre-backs to form a three-man back line.
Subscribe and hit the bell for notifications.
Meanwhile, it's actually Finn Bartels who seems to be playing up front with Davy Zelko. Osako dropping into the 10 role. Something that Florian Kohfeldt has talked about already this season, and he's looking for strikers that can play in the 10 so that they bring a striker's mentality to that role. The latest to flap his arms in frustration at some of these decisions.
And both teams are finding it difficult to create any real chances at the moment.
Oh crap. Hold on, I gotta go back and have to find it. What a nice pace.
It's difficult to see how
give me a second here, I gotta find the thing.
Build up or anything. It's more you get the feeling that maybe it's going to be a bit scrappy the first goal, and maybe then the game would open up.
Bremen to defend the set piece.
Headbutts it out of the way.
Gets his head to the ball, but has to concede another under
Why
pressure
does it keep
from Martin
bringing
Hinteregger there.
Or from a set
to
piece.
like week
Frankfurt
20.
do look the more dangerous team when it do comes to situations like this.
There we go.
Only Mainz have conceded more goals from set-piece situations than Bremen's 18 this season. Mainz with 19 goals conceded from dead ball situations. It has been a real headache for tonight's hosts. But again, it's taken short by Frankfurt. Kostic overcooks the cross, but Kamado's going to have another chance. Floated in towards the back post. Hinteregger was looking to attack, and they can't really. Well, he's on a yellow, so they're gonna appeal here.
I'm just gonna leave
I
that
find it
there.
unnecessary though, because I don't think he did anything on purpose. He was just running in. He was watching the ball. And Salka tries to make the most of that, trying to get him.
It's a tangle of legs, but you're right, there's nothing untoward about it. The thing is, Bremen are going to get in the referee's ear as quickly as possible with Hinteregger on a yellow already. And this is the problem.
Thank you so much, Dylan.
From the referee,
well, I very much appreciate that.
Next foul
very much
could be borderline for him.
I mean, he's not a player that's going to do anything.
Uncle Rob!
Maybe come a little
Uncle
bit
Rob
late,
in the
really,
chat.
there was nothing there.
With a capital R.
You said he's a smart defender, but he does play on the edge a little bit, Hinteregger, I think it's fair to say as well, Sean.
I mean, what do you want to do as a player that's watching
so yeah,
the ball
in the
coming
chat down
and,
below,
and
it shows
the defenders
the
running
next
in front
game,
of
which
you
is
and
going to be
jumping and
this
shouting
Friday.
that he's been kicked, you know. It's difficult, and then you have other players trying to get him into the
we're almost,
the book as well. So
we're almost at halftime.
Are you telling me you never did that during
almost
your
at
career?
Halftime here.
Maybe I took a few dives, but I never screamed and rolled around.
We can see that Klaassen, the man of the first half. But in fairness, it's been so evenly matched, it's really hard to pick out
That's
the top
what
player, but he has been involved.
Ball's
Good
bouncing off
pass
everyone.
completion rate.
I mean, you tend not to see that sort of pass completion rate or anything, but to pick out somebody in both teams who's been the standout, that would be difficult.
I said it and then I realized and I was like...
Back in 2014, Klaassen actually received special praise
Hello,
from
Kennedy.
a legend of the game, Johan Cruyff.
How's it going, Kennedy?
Where he talked about the fact that
Really?
it's technique and ball control in midfield that can really define a player, and he labelled Xavi, Toni Kroos and David Klaassen as the three as the best examples.
Kennedy, big fan of soccer. Well, Kennedy,
High praise indeed from
this Friday, we're doing more soccer. We're doing more soccer this
Dutch
Friday.
legend who has unfortunately since
2:30
passed.
p.m. Eastern. Subscribe to both notifications to get notified when I'm live.
Cole with his head to the ball there from the free kick, but unable to trouble Jerzy Pavlenka.
Dylan, oh, that's cool. Nice. Ooh. I grabbed my elbow and I touched a certain part of my elbow and I felt very uncomfortable. So I did it again. I was like, oh, that's kind of weird. It was like my funny bone.
Attack the ball
like
there,
when
and they were
nervous,
looking
I like
for the
hit the
second
nerve.
ball. Those were the calls from the sidelines as we see 3 minutes of time added on. No goals to speak of, but there was a lengthy delay.
My nose is
Video
itchy.
assist check on a very tight offside
As
call.
always, it's always itchy whenever I stream. I'm always itching my nose. I'm always sneezing whenever the pepper comes out in the cooking
Chances
videos.
in the first half. Silva.
Maybe that's some ideas for
Into
new
the
merch.
left, Kostic chances his arm and sees his shot blocked. Not a convincing
How my
clearance there
nose is
from
always
Finn
itchy or I
Bartels.
always sneeze whenever the pepper comes out.
Wins it back well there in midfield against Dominic Court. It's all a bit scrappy in midfield, and in the end, the referee's whistle is blown once again.
Oh, really, Kennedy? That's cool.
I feel like Patrick Ittrich's almost been the man of the match for the first half, actually, because admittedly he's been blowing his whistle a lot, but
That's
the decisions have been correct, Sean.
What you just said is the absolute truth. He's had a great first half, and it's not always easy. The emotions and everything that are running out there, players trying to get others, into trouble. But he's been a calm, cool character so far.
This is a relegation six-pointer, whichever way you look at it, between two of Germany's traditional heavyweights, two of the founding members of the Bundesliga back in 1963. This, the 100th meeting of the two in Germany's top flight. And arguably, in the historical context of this fixture, perhaps one of the most important for both of these two teams, given the fact that it is a relegation six-pointer. Bartels with a chance. Great effort.
Terrific. The first touch was great, and he didn't wait long. He didn't hesitate or anything. He knew probably already here. Quick touch, and maybe just the direction. He hit it too perfect, too straight to Kevin Trapp, and in the end it was easy. But that was a good situation for him.
You can make an argument the best chance of the first half, actually.
Yeah.
And what a wonderful way to crown his
My
return
cat
to
might
the
be on
starting
stream
lineup.
soon.
Finn Bartels making his first
If he
Bundesliga
decides to get
start
up.
since December of 2017. If he could cap it off with a goal, it really
For
would
sure,
be something.
Kennedy. For sure.
Oh, Saka wanted to take
Oh,
the
this is
throw
a
quickly,
refresh
but
reminder. Don't
throw
forget
it
to refresh
was
your
not Bremen's
streams.
to take.
Just so it's all synced up with the chat and stuff.
Well, the half-time whistle goes on a game that has all the
half-time whistle
hallmarks of a
going.
relegation six-pointer. It's been gritty, it's been hard-fought, no goals so far. Scoreline at the break, 0-0.
No goals so far.
Well, Sean, a fair amount to still get our teeth stuck into
Half-time,
after
no
that first
goals.
half. But I think it's fair to say it's hard to see where the goals are going to come from in this one.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, the play's been broken down a lot through a lot of fouls. I just think that the energy levels and some of the players, they are tired out. There may be some fresh legs early in the second half would help this game. Get somebody big up front for Frankfurt could help. This can go anyway.
It really could. It may be a mistake or a moment of individual brilliance. Hopefully the second half provides one or the other. But at the break, it's Bremen 0, Frankfurt 0.
There we go.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Getting our action outside. Crazy Canadians outside.
Yeah. I'll go to Canada.
Must be drinking the fun juice already. 3:30 afternoon.
5 o'clock somewhere. I mean. Hold up. Oh, stop moving. Stop moving. The fan's moving. You stop. Stop. I don't know where the little tag went on my tee, but it went somewhere. Hopefully it's not at the bottom of my cup. Imagine it floats, but what if it did? I just bought a chapstick and I got chapstick all over my cup. My goodness.
Don't know yet.
Yeah, not sure yet.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Yes, we will see. Stream based on what's going on in life and stuff. So we will see. If the timing works out well, then...
And it's on a cable package.
And it's on our TV, then yes. Total points on the board is the same amount of people in attendance. That is true, lady. 0. Yes. Don't forget to smash the thumbs up button. We are on the way to see if we get some 30 likes on this video. Is that black and gold computer? I love black and gold together. Sorry. Not distracted. Don't forget to smash that thumbs up button to get to the 30 like goal. Subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. You get notified every single time when we are live. Also, this is how we do it. Ba-da-da-da-da. This is how we do it. Ba-da-da-da-da. Oh my gosh. We're just chilling out, vibing out. Hey, Mythic, still chilling out. Hashtag side chicks and crowd. Wait, let me go back up. I gotta hold on. Hold on. I don't know what I missed.
I don't know if you want to go back.
Maybe other side chicks.
He was saying there's nobody in the
Those
crowd.
are at
I go,
home.
how do you know? Maybe they're side chick. All
Oh
their
my
side chicks with the wives are at home.
gosh.
I don't know their business. You know my business.
Oh my goodness. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. What am I doing? Please stop that. Thank you. Okay. There we go. Is that right? Good. That's the wrong thing. That's the right thing. Yes. What's everyone thinking of the game so far? So far, were those cardboard cutouts in the crowd of that stadium?
There was cardboard cutouts?
I saw cardboard cutouts.
Well, next time, show me next time.
Except it's not in the crowd of what we're watching. It was in the advertisement. This advertisement.
Okay, well, yes.
I was like...
I thought you meant at the stadium. Show them what you got for snacks.
Hey. Oh, yeah. For snacks. I don't have anything for snacks with me right now.
I thought you did.
Oh, no, I put it away. Because it started melting. Because it's warm outside. But I did have some stuff. Oh, I did not mean to do that, but I did it. Hey, okay, let's see what this is. Let's see what this is. Let's see if this will work. This is the... I'm gonna... You know what? We're gonna do this live, because why not? You can browse some free music for your project on YouTube, and it's like royalty-free music.
There's an actual royalty-free music at the studio, I believe.
Yeah, you go to Audio Library.
YouTube royalty-free.
I'm on YouTube Studio.
Do that.
Let's see here. Some of this.
See if it plays.
You're free to use this song and monetize your video. Let's see.
Monetize? Can you just play it?
You can play it. Yeah. What's this? You guys hear it? That's what we do at halftime.
This is like church music?
I
Like
have no
church chat?
idea.
Well, I still don't hear nothing.
Really?
Oh, wait.
You should.
Waiting. Oh, yeah, I hear it.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Hey. Okay, that's calm. Let's see, this is happy.
Yeah, let's have... Trying to put everybody to sleep in the chat? Let's put everybody to sleep.
Wait. Oh. Oh, what's this? Okay, pause you and play you. We're just going through some of the royalty-free music.
Well, just play some.
Just see what's what here.
Can you turn it up?
It's as loud as it will go. Oh. Now it's as loud as it can go. looks interesting. See what this is. Oh.
At least that's better.
Pop and funky. Ooh. I can't see myself, so I don't know what I look like right now. I'm just... Never mind. I'm going back. I don't need to see myself. Nope. Now I see myself more. Dude, I realize it's better. It's kind of better if I don't see myself, because then I don't realize how much of a fool I'm making of myself. It's halftime, so we're doing a dance break. I was waiting for it to go up, then like a beat drop, but it didn't. This is better than awkward silence.
Way better.
This is way
No, I'm
better
joking.
than awkward silence. I was like,
This is way better.
I just thought like, isn't there like
No, like,
royalty-free music
Remember this like
on YouTube
forever
Studio?
now?
Yeah,
I don't care what. No, seriously.
you can even download the songs too.
It's like this is like genius. Like, what do you think of this before?
Oh, oh, oh! Little slow down and then build up again. I was almost worried I'd have to bring out my clarinet.
Okay, let's not like frighten the people. You trying to frighten them?
If I couldn't find any music, I would have had to bring out my clarinet to start playing like Silent Night or like I know Crocodile Rock by Elton John. I have the sheet music for it. Also, sheet music for Viva La Vida by Coldplay.
We'll save that for Beauty and the Beast stream. I'm sure Amy would enjoy it.
I'm just playing my clarinet. Oh my gosh. Sean, give it back. No! I've just been vibing out. I'm probably maybe like sleep deprived because I stayed up way too late because my brain was like, you have to clean your room. And I was like, what? My brain's like, clean your room. And if you don't clean your room, I won't let you sleep. And I was like, alright. So I started cleaning my room and I cleaned up my room a little bit. And then I still couldn't sleep. But I mean, I started cleaning my room off my brain. Yes. Oh, Tim Hortons is so good. Oh, I just realized it stopped. Hold on. Let's see what else we got here.
But you have to dance for every song you pick. You got to interpretate the
Ooh.
song. So stay tuned, everybody. This is going to be good.
I don't know what this is. Pardon me. Oh, what's this? Hold on. This one has an interesting... It's rock, but it's dark rock. Oh! Sorry to any country fans, but I will not play country just for the sake of my father's sanity. Ooh! Winner, winner, funky chicken dinner. This is gonna be interesting. Oh. How Johnny Talk Sports. We are chilling out to some music. That shirt, I thought that was someone's grandma on the field. I don't know. Gotta do the Jenna Marbles fighting. If anybody watches Jenna Marbles, let me know. Because I know what I'm talking about. Nobody else probably knows what I'm talking about. Hey, how's it going? What's going on? I'll call you C. I'm gonna mess up your name. I'm gonna feel bad. Hello, Cece. How's it going? Welcome to the chat. Yes. Maddie Molly. Still me. Juice Waters Monster says yes. It's both. You're getting a little bit of both of Maddie and Molly today. Molly is kind of like a hyped up version of Maddie. Or is Maddie a hyped up version of Molly? I don't know anymore. I don't know anymore, to be honest. Oh. Oh, we're going into the second half now. Oh. Let it fade away. We're going to the second half now. It's gonna be great. Okay, my volume's down now. Go here, here. Boom, here. Take out the halftime. And let's get started with the second half. That was way better than silence. Wow, I'm doing that from now on.
I think the message would have been from both head coaches at the break.
Yeah, obviously, both have to be a little bit careful, especially a few Frankfurt players out there. Hinteregger on yellow and had a few fouls already, had a talking to. But it looks like that's why Adi Hutter was a little bit angry
there was no one near
the
there,
way that Frankfurt, the Bremen players have reacted to a few situations on the field and trying to get their players booked.
I think it's fair to say that since that early yellow card that Martin Hinteregger picked up, they have certainly targeted the Austrian centre-back on a couple of occasions. Davy Zelka's getting the elbow in a little bit in some of the areas.
Will someone get a goal this half? We will see.
Appeals
we will see if someone
on
get a goal
occasion
this
throughout the first half, so he is walking a bit of a tightrope, Martin Hinteregger.
Yes,
obviously, Bremen will be happy.
Yes,
they don't want to lose this
go
game.
grab the...
Obviously, keeping a clean sheet will be another positive thing.
Thank you everybody for joining me. Don't forget to smash that thumbs up button on the
way
way
want to
in.
lose this game.
Subscribe and
if
hit the bell notification so you get notified every single time that we are live here on this channel. And we're trying to reach a 30 like goal. We'll see if we can make it. Can we make it to a 30 like goal, everyone?
To maybe offer hope for more goals in this second half. And when you look at Bremen, it's difficult because their last 6 goals in the Bundesliga have all come before the 32nd minute of games, Sean. However, there is hope because
I had a friend of mine make you have mentioned corn. I had a friend of mine make fun
the
of
second
me,
half of the season
and she was
scored
like,
in the second
"You like
half."
cream corn?"
It goes both ways. It's a double-edged sword
said,
sometimes.
"What are you,
statistics.
80?" And I was like,
Well,
"I like cream corn. Cream corn's really
Frankfurt
good."
have the more,
Fantastic.
The players that can change this game and can score. They have the more dangerous forwards.
Oh my goodness.
I'm
so excited we're having mashed potatoes
changes
tonight.
that are going to be made
I
are going
am
to be
so excited.
important.
That's it. You do take a look at the benches for both sides, and we talked about the blow that Bremen suffered with Bittencourt and Rashica recovering from knocks but not being fit enough to be in the starting lineup. What that does mean is they have two very good options to bring off the bench to change the game in their favour potentially late on with those fresh legs that you've been talking about. At the same time, you look at Frankfurt's bench, you've got Bastos on there, you've got the likes of Timothy Chandler, Danny DaCosta, who can bring real pace and energy to the game as well in the latter stages. So both sides do have players that can alter the game if they so choose to.
Let's see if I can.
Late on.
And that's where I think that this game is going to make a change at the moment.
Yes. No.
It's difficult to see where anything's going to come from, and somebody fresh, somebody that's just going to be inspired and come on in and be a game changer.
Eggestein trying to drive through midfield. Zelka was looking for the ball in behind. Eggestein was looking for him to come short. It's an interesting thing about Maximilian Eggestein. A lot has been made of the missing Maxes for Werder Bremen. Max Kruse, of course, left in the summer. They've been missing his goals, his creativity, but also the fact that Maximilian Eggestein, in the eyes of some, has been missing this season. No goals to his name. His last Bundesliga goal, incidentally, did come against Eintracht Frankfurt back in January of 2019. There's an interesting quote from the sporting director, Frank Baumann of Werder Bremen. And I'll just hold the thought of the cross-tracing, but it doesn't come to anything. But Frank Baumann, who of course had a wonderful career with Werder Bremen during his playing career, now sporting director. And he said, Sean, that players who put themselves at the service of the team don't often get the public praise they deserve. Is it fair to say that Eggestein, while his goals haven't been there, he's still such an important player for this team?
No, he is, and I just find, just the way that Baumann and Bremen have handled the situation that they've been in. Not just taking Eggestein, but also in general, Kohlfeld, a lot of other clubs just wait for the situation to be gone.
Kamada with his back to goal finds Kostic, who's been kept very quiet tonight. Again, fails to pick out a teammate.
Oh, he's running with it.
Davies
He's going with it.
Those legs. Bartels bursting forward.
Oh, he goes to pass it, but he misses.
The 33-year-old doesn't quite have the pace.
Passed it right to the other team.
Martin Hintereggers.
Bremen passed it right to Frankfurt.
That was a good break from Bremen, but they just don't have the speed and that Frankfurt do in a situation like that. But going back, I just found the way that Bremen have handled the situation they've been in. I never saw them coming out the way they were playing before the break. I thought there's definitely one of the teams that's going to go down. But they've stayed calm through this whole break. Also now they stayed calm.
Frankfurt was really
maybe
good
why
passing.
they're just giving a little bit more back. But sometimes players do tend to do a lot out there that nobody sees, and they don't get the recognition that they should.
Frankfurt with some nice passing skills.
Kevin Trapp has been called into action already tonight. A couple of very strong saves.
They just came back from halftime and they already look exhausted.
Clarkson.
It's been 5 minutes since they came back from halftime.
Late on in the first half as well.
Maddie facial expressions are classic. I don't even realize I'm doing them.
Kevin Trapp, who has had to delay his wedding plans.
Oh my gosh. Oh, okay.
Fiancée Isabel Goulart, a Brazilian model, and him have had to.
The thing is that I'll be thinking something in my head, and then I'll make the facial expression to match what I'm thinking, and then I'll do that in public sometimes, and I don't mean to. I'll be like thinking to myself like,
I think it's nice to hear stories like that where footballers do have the same problems as us normal humans, and I put that in air quotes as well. But now Kamada with a chance to cross.
And it looks really weird. I don't know I do it.
Was taking no chances
and then I catch on and I'm like, I look crazy. I'm like, what? I don't need to do it, but I do.
Good take on the left side again, and that's Frankfurt's strength, but I'm a striker that used to love balls and getting crossed in the middle, and they just don't have
laundry after this.
That player up front that attacks the ball that they need, and that's why Bastos I would love to see rather sooner than later.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Abraham trying to break the lines. In the end, the pass is errant.
Those W's make me uncomfortable.
Foul there, though. The Frankfurt captain.
They were like www and then she's like a website. And when I see the W, I was like,
for a moment early this
I've never
season.
seen a W with that kind of font
Sent
before.
off against Freiburg after clashing with Freiburg head coach Christian Streich on the sidelines with a rather intentional shoulder barge on the Freiburg head coach. Kamada brushes off the challenge from Velkovic, and then Roda.
He kicked that right out.
Touch lets him down.
He kicked that right out.
Vogt has been so strong in that position, and you know his experience is so important to a team that's had problems.
I thought those were signs standing up.
They're playing
but
with
they're these tarps on the ground that make it look like when the camera's on them that they're 3D and standing up, they aren't. They're just...
Players like that you need on the field just to motivate the others around you.
I was like, how did that ball go through that? And then I realized, oh,
it's Kevin Vogt brought in.
It's not 3D.
From Hoffenheim during the January transfer window. His relationship at Hoffenheim seemed to sour right at the end. Under new head coach Alfred Schroeder.
Everybody, welcome. Don't forget to smash that thumbs up button.
Florian Kohfeldt's style of football is his style of football. That's why he has
every single time
very comfortable
I'm live here on this channel. I am Molly. We are chilling out, watching some soccer
about the fact
/
that for him, football boils down to confidence on the ball. He claims that's the essence of the game. Sako gets clipped there from Toure. And Toure had a couple of niggly fouls in the first half. He didn't pick up a booking.
We thought that was going to be we thought the next one would get him a yellow.
Maybe helped by the half-time break.
Lucky boy.
Another chance from a set-piece situation for Bremen. See some of the Bremen substitutes getting warmed up. Of course, 5 substitutes allowed nowadays as per the new DFL regulations. Zelka got his head to the ball, but headed it away from goal as opposed to towards goal. And Clarkson's ambitious effort ends up going out for a throw-in. Bit of a calamity of errors there from the set piece.
The bar where my nose piercing is on the inside.
Sometimes
it's moving
situations
around
can't be analysed, Sean.
Because it's only this nostril.
Oh, dear me. Well, Bremen will be allowed to keep the pressure on here at the start of the second half. Moisander under no pressure finds Vogt, who, as you can see, does like to drop in between the two centre-backs, even though he is playing in midfield today. As one of the
kicked it right out.
The facets of a very flexible tactical setup for Werder Bremen.
Yeah, you can only put a player. I mean, he was long. We talked about him not having a good time at Hoffenheim in the end. You know, that's just one thing. Certain players have to accept. And
Eagle's still chilling out with us. Yeah, football in Europe.
It's good to see him find somewhere else where he's comfortable, and to be honest, he's done well tonight, and that's offside. And it's good to see him enjoying his football again.
Well, it was Davy Zelka who was fractionally, and I stress the word fractionally, offside in the first half in what was arguably the biggest moment of the half. Bremen got in behind, Klaassen was in the box. He was trying to bring the ball down, and there was a handball from David Abraham, the Frankfurt centre-back. Fortunately for Frankfurt, there was an offside in the build-up involving Davy Zelka that prevented the penalty from being given. It was a penalty that allowed Bremen to snatch a valuable point in the reverse fixture earlier this season, back on match day 7.
Well, 33 minutes left.
2-2 draw on that occasion. 2 late goals. Andre Silva scoring in the 88th minute.
Ooh.
And then Milot Rashica from the penalty spot, scoring in injury time.
Out. Oh, the score's at the very top.
In 4 against
very top of the screen is where the score is.
2 wins and 2 draws.
So way up
there. Only have more Bundesliga wins against Schalke
and
in their
on the side is
time in Germany's top flight.
Some of those statistics.
And just to add to the fact sheet here, the last time Frankfurt won against Werder Bremen in the Bundesliga, I should stress, because they did win in the DFB Pokal earlier this season. But the last time they won in the Bundesliga was when Florian Kohfeldt made his debut, and that was a 2-1 win for Eintracht Frankfurt on that occasion.
Either that or they're going to go look because they're looking for the
We're going to be like, well, I have to see it now.
Hammer does well to shield the ball there and keep Frankfurt in possession. Roda, lovely ball out to Toure. That's a nice first touch as well. Teeing up Dominic Kohr for the shot.
I don't know what these noises are that come out of me when I'm watching sports, but it's okay.
Oh, it's broken nicely for Dominic Kohr, but he will be offside.
offside.
It came from a Bremen clearance, but the ball did come off of Toure. Kohr with some striker's instincts there in the box, though, Sean.
Yeah, he knew where the goal was and took a great shot. Let's have a look now.
Ooh, it's tight again.
But it's off his arm, isn't it?
I think that may be the decision in the end, actually.
Offside it wasn't. I don't think it was offside, but it's coming off his hand and... yeah.
No, well called, Sean, I think.
Yeah,
not that the assistant on the far side would have been very difficult for him to see the handball. Yeah.
What's the verdict?
I think he's offside.
he'll be nervous now, but
I think so. I think so too.
he still doesn't realise that it's a handball, actually.
Well, that's it. He, in a moment like this, will be feeling, oh, this could be symptomatic of our season. We get denied a penalty at one end in the first half by the video assist. It would be typical if the video assist then allowed Frankfurt to get a goal here. Dominic Kohr almost making me eat my words as well, just as I was talking about him not being the greatest goal scorer. He doesn't have a goal to his name in the Bundesliga this season. His only goal coming in Europa League qualifying. He claims that his idol growing up was Steven Gerrard of Liverpool, but it's fair to say he doesn't quite have the same goal-scoring prowess, but look how tight that was.
Yeah.
Oh!
Great shot, though.
Great shot, though. Like,
no goal, offside. No goal.
We've
Still
already
0-0.
praised referee Patrick
Offside.
Itchliff tonight. I think it's fair to say we should praise the video assist as well. It has been busy. Sascha Stegemann.
Ooh. That was so close.
Bremen have committed men forward here. They do have 6 at the back to defend this situation. Kostic trying to pick out Silva. And what a delightful delivery that was.
Nice
to
comeback.
find the Portuguese striker.
Yeah,
who
hit it with the
knocks
head
home on
into the
AMYAMOR
goal.
to break the deadlock for Frankfurt.
Oh my gosh.
Fantastic cross. They can't say anything. And the heart and everything, let's just see this before if there's a foul because they
Frankfurt getting a goal.
He plays the ball. There's no need to pull that one
Coming
back.
back
But this
right
is the
from
first
the
time
offside to
really
get a goal.
gets it in and it's...
Oh, hits it with his head and it
it's
goes
perfect.
right in.
Drops it between 2 defenders. And that's just about getting that on target. There's enough power behind the ball. They just...
The guy was so shocked when he got it in. He was like, oh.
Just the power was just enough to
Delightfully
get
shocked, though.
out of his reach. And that's
Oh
what
my
I said, this is
gosh.
the way that Frankfurt looked dangerous from the sides, getting these balls. And I thought they would, that
Johnny,
somebody
I
else
just
would
found
come
the
on
game
and change the game.
Well, you
but,
found it. That's good,
somebody
though.
on the field, Da
You
Costa,
found it.
gets his goal.
Oh my gosh.
Andre Silva.
That's it. Andre Silva has now scored 4 of Frankfurt's 5 goals since the Bundesliga's restarted. And what we have seen
How's
from
it going,
Bremen
George
is an
Osborne?
immediate response.
How you
Josh Sargent
doing?
brought off the bench for Davy Zelka. Milot Rashica has also entered the fray. And so Florian Kohfeldt wasting no time in trying to help his side muster up a response. Finn Bartels made his first start tonight since December of 2017 after a nasty Achilles injury. Curtailed his career a little bit towards the end of it. The 33-year-old, but Milot Rashica with fresh legs on in his place. We see now whether Sargent and Rashica can maybe make the desired impact off the bench. Both will bring a lot of energy and a lot of pace to Bremen's front line.
Yeah, well, Frankfurt now have to be a little bit careful. They're going to push forward now. I mean, if you lose this game 1-2 or 3-0, you know, but they're going to have a real go at this and put Frankfurt under pressure, close them down quickly, and really try and get that goal back as soon as possible, which is going to play in Frankfurt's hands. Their counter game is so strong.
Oh, I don't know what's happened there.
Never short on confidence, the Kosovan international.
Bremen.
Friedel back in and well.
Oh, that went way out.
Niklas Moisander fancying himself a bit like Martin Hinteregger there with the effort on the volley. The Finnish centre-back.
To tie it up. Wally!
Florian Kohfeldt was talking about this game, saying that the game against Frankfurt is nothing that can ultimately save us, but he did point out the fact that for Bremen there is no net or false bottom anymore.
There was a second goaltender. He has crazy reflexes.
They're under pressure, but he did say that has been the case for his side since the Bundesliga's restart.
Yes, don't forget to smash that thumbs up button on your way in. Subscribe
those
to the
points that they've already got so far has helped them already so much. And
I'll be on this
I mean, if they lose this
Friday,
one today, obviously it's going to hurt them, but
2:30
it's not the end of the world. They just got to get up and they've got to get a lot of games still to save themselves. But it would have been a help if they had got 3 tonight.
Oh, I don't know what happened there. A little bit of
Well, I've been in Bundesliga circles long enough to know that a 1-0 lead after 63 minutes, still anything can happen. I wouldn't rule Bremen out of this right now, and you are right, Sean. 3 points today.
Yeah, watching some soccer.
Would put, as many of the players talked about in the build-up to this game, it would put their fate back in their own hands. It would move them above Fortuna Düsseldorf into the relegation playoff spot.
Oh!
Of course, it's not the bottom 3 that automatically get relegated in the Bundesliga. It's the bottom 2. The team
that was
third from
he
bottom
totally
going
shoved
to a
him.
2-legged relegation playoff against the side that finished 3rd.
Oh, nothing happened
in
though.
the tighter Bundesliga.
He just blew a whistle, but nothing.
Germany's 2nd tier.
Yeah, it's going to, if it did end that way, it certainly looks like it could be against Hamburg or Stuttgart. So it's not an easy one. Another 2 big teams that are fighting it out in 2nd and 3rd spot, and
needing another goal to tie it up.
So surprised that, but it still won't be an easy game if they do go to their playoff spot.
I think Bielefeld's form has surprised many, even their fans actually, Sean. But you are right, we have seen several traditional German heavyweights relegated in recent seasons. Hamburg, Stuttgart, Bremen are desperate not to become the next ones. And Silva's made a great run in behind.
Oh my gosh, he ran so fast!
Velkovic slowly closing down, but he has done so now. Silva trying to take...
Bremen stopping the ball from him.
Now finding Kostic, provider for the first goal. Looking again to...
Trying to get some... Oh, he tried to... That one guy tried to headbutt it in.
And that is something I have found with Filip Kostic. He really has developed into a fantastic player with Eintracht Frankfurt, which I didn't think I'd ever say when he got relegated twice with the teams we've just mentioned, Hamburg and Stuttgart. But with his crossing, Sean, I still find it's a bit hit and hope. He's just hoping to put pace on the ball, hoping to find a teammate. Sometimes it comes off like we saw with the Silva goal, but a lot of times fails to find a teammate.
It does. I just think that the speed, and it's also... It has also a lot about which players in the middle.
You're going to talk about Bastos again, aren't you?
No, not just him, but obviously if there's somebody big up there, and
just saving the ball before it goes out.
And that makes you look also better. But I also find he's been fantastic at Frankfurt. Looks like he's found a real home for himself. And
I mean, after so many times of it hitting your head, I guess you just
especially with the 3 that left last season, you know, him coming in, I think he's been a good acquisition.
We like slid down and just like,
done really
I think it was like slow motion. That dude like sat down and it's slow. It's cool.
There we see still how evenly matched this game is, and it was one moment of brilliance from Filip Kostic with that devilish delivery that dropped on a dime for Andre Silva that separates the two sides.
Those are exclusive to members only for $4.99 per month.
10th assist of the season in the Bundesliga, 17th in all competitions. No Frankfurt players had a hand in more goals in the current campaign than Filip Kostic. 12 goals, 17 assists now in all competitions. That is a fantastic return for the Frankfurt winger. Now Rashica may look to match the feet from Kostic, but his cross deflected behind for a corner.
Oh, now it is. Hold on. Yes, open.
Andre Silva's also putting a little bit of pressure on Hinteregger for the highest goal scorer, isn't it?
Well, he's level now on 8 goals. And this is it, he's been in fantastic form since the restart, Andre Silva. You have to say.
You know, I looked at this break as well to see which players come out in good form. And Just wait for this corner. Bad.
Oh!
Terrible. But to see maybe which players had done more work during the break.
Oh!
There's a little more
Right.
errors. Hasebe set to ground while he tried to prevent the ball going out for a corner, which he did do. Hasebe, as mentioned already, joining Bunkuncha on 308 Bundesliga appearances as the all-time record Asian appearance maker in Germany's top flight. Osako with the flick on, Gebre Selassie's there. And well, he didn't really seem to trust himself with the chance. He almost seemed to pull out of it. Now 2 Frankfurt defenders are down in the box. Clash of heads, it seems, maybe between Martin Hinteregger and Dominic Kor. Oh, it is as well.
Yeah.
Oh! Oh! His nose
blood
is
there on the face
bloody.
of Martin Hinteregger.
The top of his nose, like the bridge, is all bloody. Oh!
Dominic
Oh,
Kor
the other
came
dude's
from his
holding his
blind
head,
side,
both
which
on
is never
Frankfurt.
nice. Right on the side of the head as well. And to be honest, these are 2 big lads that don't often stay down for no reason, Sean.
No, you're right there. That when they do stay down, you know that there's something wrong, especially Hinteregger. And obviously that one on the nose. I mean, I've had that sort of injury before as well. But you know, you're concentrating, you're watching the ball.
The 2
The type of thing, it's
Frankfurt
right
guys.
behind the ear. If that was a boxer's punch,
Oh, wait, I gotta
the
see that
commentators
again.
would be talking about it as a significant strike.
The 2 Frankfurt
Now we get a
guys.
chance to see
The
the
one
goal
guy
again.
ran
And
into it
just
with his
look at how
nose,
good this
to
cross
the
is
side
from
of his head,
Kostic.
and they both
It
just like
drops right on
collided
a
that
dime.
way.
That's
Oh.
it, you know, just between 2 defenders. Really, it's one of those that from 10, he'll probably be able to do that twice, or not even twice, but it fitted today. And on the weekend as well, across from him, a nod back from Bastos, and then it was the goal from Kamada that sealed it. And again, they're so
This guy's
strong down
facing
the
this
down
way,
the
this
down
guy's
the wings,
running,
and especially
boom,
the
hits
side
his
with
nose
Kostic
around
on
the
the left.
side of the other guy's head. The
That's
one
it.
dude's
4
nose is
of
all
Andre
bloody.
Silva's goals have
Like
now
all
been
red
scored
at the
since
top
the
and
restart.
bleeding.
4 of his 8, so 50% of his goals have come since the restart.
The other dude is holding the
50% of
side
his
of
goals
his
have
head.
also been headed efforts. And
Oh, that's like a nice little chunk of his
fact that Bremen won't
God.
like to hear, but that's the 15th header they've conceded this season. Which points to a vulnerability in that Bremen backline.
That should be.
Right now, Frankfurt still recovering from a bit of a double whammy, a head-to-head collision of Martin Hinteregger and Dominic Kor.
Yep, that's to join the channel.
Hinteregger back to his feet now. A little bit of blood on the bridge of his nose.
Yep.
Goal left the
Bloopers.
Frankfurt sporting director on the
Exclusive
prowl in the
recipes
stands.
from Chef Sean. Oh. Hold on, I'm getting a phone call. Let me continue. Hello?
A few nods to the bench there from Hinteregger to say, don't you worry, I'm all right. Actually having a chat with Florian Korfeld on the sidelines there, it seems, as well. Martin Hinteregger, who is a trained helicopter pilot, a player of the accordion, and a former, or I should say, a fan of playing ice hockey, which maybe talks to the robust nature of some of his defending. Oh, Gacinovic picks it up in a dangerous area. Oh, he started past to Gacinovic to make it 2, and he's dragged it wide. What a chance that was for Frankfurt to double the lead. Wonderful play though from
I don't know what that
Gacinovic.
was. It was someone trying to get me to do a
He
survey.
just goes past 2, slides past, gets a good touch there
On
through the legs.
cannabis. I do not use cannabis, so
It would have been easier for him
So I have
to
no
maybe
input on
take the
it.
other side, but he saw a defender coming in, and it probably just gave him that little bit to put, just put
there's
him
all
off
the laws and stuff like
when
that,
he-
and I was just
yeah,
like,
from scoring.
and you could hear someone like talking in the background,
Has
being
not
like,
scored in the Bundesliga this
as the
season.
recording
His
was
only goal,
playing,
like Dominic Kor's,
I was
coming
like,
in Europa
no.
League qualifying. And it's the Frankfurter Allgemeine Zeitung that called him too altruistic
yeah,
for
no
his own
fans
good.
of soccer.
In that case, he couldn't be unselfish because the only option really was to go for goal himself. And let's be honest, he had earned that chance with the build-up play.
Oh,
Cheeky little nutmeg in there as well when the 2 defenders for Bremen had committed to ground, maybe unnecessarily, but they were worried. But right now, I think it's fair to say that since taking the lead, Frankfurt really have taken control of this game. They're starting to really assert their dominance on proceedings.
They have, and that would have happened early on. I mean, Bremen, their home form has been terrible this season, and it was just
about 18
one
minutes
goal
left
to unsettle them, and
within this
late,
game.
They'll take it, and
Will Frankfurt take the win,
Frankfurt
or will
now,
Bremen
just
get
wait and hang on? Like I said, it plays straight into their hands as well.
a
I'm sure
goal?
we're going to see a few counter attacks coming soon because Bremen have to push on them. They can't push the ball around the back forever during this last 18, 20 minutes.
This is the issue for Bremen. Florian Kohfeldt made 2 changes immediately after falling behind. Rashica has struggled to really make an impact. We haven't really seen much from Josh Sargent so far.
It's just the build-up player as well. These players need quality service, and at the moment, Bremen just look like they're not sure how to build up. They're getting the ball at the back, and then there's really nowhere to play for them. Frankfurt are doing well now, just closing up the middle, forcing them to play the long ball like now.
Here is Sargent getting involved in the build-up, looking to make the run in behind, but Bremen falls backwards. Was of course Josh Sargent, who in his Bundesliga debut against Eintracht Frankfurt scored with his first touch of the ball after 86 seconds. So he doesn't need much to work with, and that was a lovely idea from David
He did a
Klaassen.
thing where you like pick it up behind your head and then it goes like back.
Execution.
That was cool.
Sargent picking up the loose ball. Now with Gebre Selassie.
And you can see as well now that Frankfurt, a goal like that gives your team and yourself a little bit extra energy. It does also take a bit of energy out of Bremen, and as this game goes on, it's going to be more and more difficult for them.
Over there up against AMYAMOR.
Very focused. Trying to tie up the game.
It's fair to say if Frankfurt hold on to the victory tonight, they will be safe this season from relegation.
Practically, they won't be the worst away team anymore.
Little fly.
Also very true.
Flying around.
Their away form has improved drastically in the Rückrunde. I say drastically.
Frankfurt going
in the first half,
fast.
it was always going to improve drastically. They only picked up 3 points away from home in the first half of the season. A win tonight would make it 10 on the road. Kostic, Silva, wants it, doesn't get it, Toure.
Headbutts it, but Bremen headbutts it away.
Back into the danger area.
That's a virtual dog, that's not a real dog. I thought, I was like, is there a dog running?
Given against the Frenchman. And we're going to see 2 further changes here for Bremen, and Leonardo Bittencourt, the man of the moment for Bremen in recent weeks. He scored the winner in the 1-0 win against Freiburg. He scored the winner, a sensational winner it has to be said, in the 1-0 win against Schalke. He picked up a knock in that game, was forced off injured. Tonight coming off the bench. And there's the man you've been talking about, Sean, Bastos. He has a
there's a
great
Monster
record
Sports
against
Entertainment
Bremen. He's had 7 goals,
thing,
5 goals scored, 2 assisted in 4 games against Bremen. And he will be a danger man late on.
You know, I was actually thinking, like 2-3 minutes ago, I was going to say, well, it doesn't look good for him now because they're leading 1-0, so why bring on a forward? But now it's obvious to rest players. You need to now. You've got a lot of games in a short time and a long trip home as well. So make the change now.
Andre Silva and Daichi Kamada there, goal scorers and match winners from the last couple of games, making way for Bastos and Djibril So. Andre Silva enjoying the most prolific season since the 2016-17 campaign, when he had a hand in 21 goals for Porto. He's now had a hand in 10 goals this season, 8 goals scored, 2 assisted for Frankfurt. And it's fair to say that Frankfurt would like to retain his services on a permanent basis, currently on loan from AC Milan. Fredi Bobic has said their intention, though, is to make that deal permanent. Kostic there having his crossing lanes cut off, and Djibril So does well to earn the foul. Velkovic
See if we make it to a 30-leg goal.
Yeah, that's a silly foul.
See if we can do it.
Like that, you just stay
subscribe and hit the bell for notifications so you get notified every single time that we are live here on this channel. Do a lot here on this channel.
It's a good
I'll be
opportunity
live Friday, 2:30 p.m. Eastern. Why did I move when he did that?
Hinteregger and David Abraham are back up from the back as well, but Dost will be a target. It's low blow to the edge of the area. Interesting idea with all those aerial threats, but Rashica's won it well here, and look at Bremen break. It's a 5-on-2. Frankfurt trying to get back desperately.
Gosh.
Rashica finds Klaassen, Augustinson on the overlap.
Ryman trying hard. Trying very hard to get some sort of goal.
Trying to keep the chance alive.
Frankfurt keeps kicking it away from him, though.
Counter there from
He's pushing him back more and more.
Bremen.
I mean, it looked so easy in the beginning as we're breaking, but it's so difficult to choose the right pass. But Frankfurt, you have to give credit, they got back quickly.
Bits and Paul's had a hand in 4 of Bremen's last 5 goals. Interestingly, the fact that he's had a hand in 4 of the last 5 means he's now had a hand in as many goals as he had in his previous 35 Bundesliga appearances. Not just for Werder Bremen.
Apparently I'm not going tomorrow to the chiropractor.
They do have an option to make that deal permanent, Werder Bremen, and based on current form, you've got to think they will be very interested in doing just that.
Oh, pardon? I don't know. She got her days mixed up. Yeah. I said, this Thursday, right? She's like, yeah, this Thursday. And then I'm like, so what time tomorrow? She said, no, next Thursday. I'm like,
part-time player by Adi Hütter saying that he needed to curtail some of his game time just based on the fact that at 36 years of age, he needed to manage his minutes a little bit more.
As you get older, you can do that yourself. That's no problem.
Well, the fact is, he's such a brilliant player, and he brings such stability to this Frankfurt backline. And they switched to a 3-man backline after that 5-2 loss to Bayern München. Kostic floating one in towards the back post, and Augustinson taking the better safe than sorry approach.
Ryman.
That was a bit long again. Like you said as well, you know,
headbutting it out of bounds so then Frankfurt doesn't get to it and get it into the net.
They want to going way too far.
Well, I have to say, Sean, I was also revising my criticism because the job of a winger isn't necessarily to pick out a man, it's to put it in an area that players can attack, and he does try and do that. Sometimes he does it with lofted crosses like that. Sometimes he tries to drill it to make life difficult for the back line, but it is worth noting that he has provided 6 assists from crosses this season.
From how many crosses?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
The statistics don't tell me that right now, but I'd imagine a fair few. But it is a league high. Flick on from Dost. Ilsanker's first touch of the ball after coming off the bench. And he finds the back of the net.
Frankfurt getting another goal with less than 10 minutes left within this game.
Well worked set piece.
Ryman's basically screwed. That's
causes all sorts of trouble.
Unless they somehow get like 3 points.
It was the man that I wanted to see the whole time that did it.
Like
Bastos
9 minutes.
Gets the flick on. As we see this is just before. Good one. Flick on.
Oh, he just hit it with his foot.
Easy.
I don't even think he realized.
As well, who was also blocking off the run of
he just like lightly just tapped that right in.
But that was it. We were talking so much about Kostic's crossing. I hadn't even mentioned the fact that Stefan Ilsanker had come off the bench for Eintracht Frankfurt. And the fact is, no one picked up the run. I don't think the Bremen players have noticed him come off the bench either.
Yeah, because nobody, I mean, you just see 2 Frankfurt players moving into that danger area, and one Bremen player falling back.
For the laundry.
It is his first goal of the season, his first for Frankfurt after joining from Leipzig during the January transfer window. And that is a goal that likely will put this game beyond reach for Bremen.
Last time we were here for soccer game, it was 5-0, right? Yep.
Once again, it's Werder's vulnerability from
the other team was way better than the
ugly head.
Other team last game.
Yeah, and also we've spoken about
might get another shutout though.
The speed that Frankfurt have going forward, and the other spot where they really are strong are from set pieces, and That was a well-worked set piece. It wasn't an accident. It didn't just happen. It was worked out, and it came off.
Oh. Do you want garlic butter mashed potatoes? Do you want parm too? Or no?
The Frankfurt backline were convinced that Augustinsson had had the final touch, and so too was the referee, Patrick Ittrich. Mentioned it earlier in the game that Patrick Ittrich, who has a fun fact about him, given the fact that he takes part in a kids' puppet show as part of a podcast that teaches children about the traffic laws. And there we see a roll of the dice from Florian Kohlfeldt, a striker coming on for Kevin Vogt. Nick Voltemade coming off the bench to replace Kevin Vogt, the man who became Bremen's youngest Bundesliga debutant.
Ooh. Whoa. Oh.
Getting his first touch off the bench.
Well, I've been trying to go fast with their passes, and
he is Bremen's youngest
trying to
debutant.
get something within those last
legendary Thomas
like 8 minutes-ish.
Bremen
There's like 7 minutes and 30 seconds left.
That's nifty play.
Bremen trying hard for not to be a shutout. Oh, missing the net.
Yeah,
Over the net.
Some of the players saying shoot, you know, why not?
Garlic
Especially at
mashed
this stage.
Freaking rights. Stay.
Nobody really closes him down, and he has to just hit the target at least, but just gets a little bit under it.
Oh yeah, he was way over. I didn't realize he was so far over.
Well, there you see Stefan Ilsanker. It's not what Frankfurt signed him for in the winter transfer window, but coming off the bench, scoring with his first touch of the game.
How's it going, Zerk? What's going on?
He's
How you
had
doing?
a long career in the Bundesliga. He's only had 22 shots on goal, Sean, and at the 22nd time of asking, he scored.
Oh.
Such an important goal too. Like you said, that probably Frankfurt out of the mix for those relegation spots now with this win.
About 5 minutes left within this game
It's
here.
got to be a nice feeling as well to come off the bench with your very first
Oh my
touch
goodness.
to give your side an extra bit of breathing room in this encounter.
I mean, when you as a defender, well, as a player coming on, you want to keep the lead. You know, you don't want to go out
Hey,
there and
King
make
Tash
a mistake
Family
that costs the
Vlogs.
team anything. But he's
How's it
come
going,
on
King
and
Tash? What's
scored,
going
and
on?
he'll be
How you
feeling
doing?
great going back home today.
Mythic still chilling in the chat.
87
Hello.
appearances now in the Bundesliga. This is his first goal in Germany's top flight.
And it's a
The
special
game.
one. Yeah, the first one
Everybody,
was
don't forget to
special.
smash that thumbs up button on your way in. We are trying to
And
reach a
getting 3
30
points
like
from
goal.
it,
Let's see if we can
as
do
well.
it.
It's just,
Subscribe and hit the bell for
yeah.
notifications so you get
Scoring a
notified
goal
every
losing
single time
is
that we are
nothing. Don't do
live.
that.
Going live at Friday,
Right now, this game
2:30 p.m.
mirroring the
Eastern
DFB
with some
Pokal
more
quarter-final
of the
between
German
these two
soccer
sides back
league.
in
And
early March. Frankfurt walking away with a 2-0 win to book
probably most
a
likely
semi-final
tonight
berth
we'll be doing a Red
set
Dead
to
Redemption
face
stream. So
FC
hit the
Bayern
bell for
München, the
notifications.
title
tonight.
holders
Oh, probably.
next Wednesday, so
Yeah.
a week from today.
So if you hit the bell for notifications, you will get
Saarbrücken
notified
and Bayer Leverkusen, the other
when
two
I am
teams
live tonight.
in the final
Playing some
four.
Red Dead Redemption 2, some video games. Oh, I was trying to push the button and then I realized the button's
We
on the
can
other
see
side.
this is a missed opportunity
Smash
for
the like button.
Bremen.
Thank you, Zerk,
Sean,
for
they had a
smashing
chance
that like
to
button.
move into
Thank
16th place above Dusseldorf. Velkovic is finally going to go into the book.
A terrible foul as well. That's his frustration now coming into this game. You know, it's Rodriguez plays a great ball in. Okay,
Oh,
didn't look that
tripped
bad.
right over
It
him.
looked worse in the beginning. Okay, so a little bit unlucky, but he gets there late.
It's interesting how on slow-mo some fouls look worse and some fouls look better, actually. Here we see another change for Frankfurt, their fourth of the game.
Ooh.
Jonathan de Guzman coming on to replace Mihat Gacinovic, who picked up a heavy knock on his ankle in the first challenge of the game with Finn Bartels.
Okay.
He walked it off. And as Sean pointed out earlier, it may swell up overnight, but he was able to continue. But he does
Zerk
get a
might have
rest here.
killed the
Jonathan
like button.
Guzman
Whoops.
coming on for his 4th appearance.
Well, someone
of the
else should
season.
try to
All
hit
of
the
them
like button and see if it works still.
off the bench, and he's immediately going to take the free kick.
Oh yeah, I'm going to be playing some Red Dead Redemption 2 tonight. And it kind of gets wild sometimes. I always fall off my horse. I don't realize that there's a rock in front of me, or there's like a huge tree stump in front of me, and I start clicking the X button to go fast on my horse.
Immediately involved.
And then all of a sudden the horse hits it, and then I go flying to like the next stage. And then I'm like, geez. And then my horse runs away because my horse is like freaked out.
Seem to rise above everyone else, but
then I accidentally shoot people in the game, and then I'm wanted, and then I'm like, why am I wanted? And then I realize, oh, I accidentally ran over somebody or something. I'm like, I didn't mean to. Oh, the ball bounced off the one dude's head and went to the other dude's head. We're at 25 likes, guys! 25 likes to see if we get 5 more likes to reach the 30 like goal.
A nice turn of
Let's
pace
see if we can do it.
Can we do it? Finds Augustinsson now. Moisander under pressure. Can't produce the outlet pass.
Less than 2 minutes left here in the game. Full force going in now.
And Gibraltar earning the foul.
I mean, it didn't look like he was
earn a foul, but the timer don't stop. So
his shoulder
the timer doesn't stop. Which I didn't realize with soccer until this game. That
right now.
If there's like,
if
the ball goes out, anything like that, the timer doesn't stop. It keeps going. The time keeps going.
A grimace on the face of the Kosovan international.
Come on, guys, we're at 25 likes. Just 5 more likes to reach our 30 like goal. Yes. Smash that thumbs up on people. 3 more.
May not have scored
3 more.
In what would
really?
be 14 games in a row tonight. Ilsanko with a second. Wow, Bremen's set
within the last 40 seconds of the game, Frankfurt gets another goal to make it 3.
Stefan Ilsanko, after waiting 86 games for his first Bundesliga
4 more
goal,
likes until we reach 30 likes. Oh my goodness, Frankfurt got another goal.
Good ball from the Guzman.
What in the world? Let's see that
what
goal.
Can I say? That's a terrific header. He hit it straight across.
It curved, and then he headbutted it in.
Which the main thing is the main
oh
thing.
My gosh, that one dude on Bremen was not happy.
Already given this one up.
One dude on Bremen was not happy at all.
He'll be happy about that, won't he?
Oh my gosh.
I don't think he'll be able to believe it, Sean. I can't quite believe it, if I'm honest. Stefan Ilsanko, off the bench, to bag a Bundesliga brace.
Oh, we're still going. Oh, we're still going.
What is now looking like a more convincing win for Frankfurt in what has been a hard-fought and gritty relegation 6-pointer. But given that it is a relegation 6-pointer, these
ball's
3
still
points
in
for
play.
Frankfurt will be the ones that should guide them to safety.
We're now at 90 minutes and 35 seconds.
Threat of them getting sucked into it, and I think that threat is now dissipated.
And
20 goals now for Werder Bremen, conceded from dead ball situations.
Yes.
And unfortunately, that is
Luciano, I believe that's how you say your name. Welcome, Luciano, to the chat. How's it going? What's going on?
Can't quite get to work for them. And
what time will I be streaming tonight? Usually I try to go
as the goal was going in, he was screaming
around like
fury.
7-ish, 7:30ish. I try to be on. Usually do a 2-hour stream.
They're gonna stay up. They're gonna do it away from home. Yeah.
So try to be on around 7:30ish. Subscribe and hit the bell for notifications so you get notified when I do go live tonight with Red Dead Redemption 2. Oh, 5-minute stoppage time.
Looks like he's going to line this up from the free kick, and that really is.
Thank you, Johnny. It's a 5-minute stoppage
story
time.
for Werder Bremen tonight. There
2 more likes.
Of promise for them,
2 more likes to reach our 30 like goal. 2 more. Who are going to be those 2 people?
Finn Bartels both drawing strong saves out of Kevin Trapp in goal.
You chipper, baby. Come here.
The problem is, really, in the second half, it has not been enough. In fact, in the second half, they haven't had a shot on target, Sean. And you're not going to get back into a game or take the lead like that
I tell you,
Let me
Frankfurt
try to put
didn't
the
play
camera
much
down a little bit.
different against
see my
Wolfsburg.
cat.
You know, they were patient.
This is my cat.
They never
Oh, that's my phone,
lost
by
their
the way.
heads. They pushed forward when they had to. But
This is my cat. Her name is
in important
Tripper.
moments, it was one really
She is
one brilliant
precious.
cross that
Say
found its
hello.
man. That's really
She's
changed
waving
the
you guys.
course
You
of
guys
this
better
game.
wave
Obviously,
back.
the two-
It's gonna hurt her feelings.
Obviously, the changes.
Kostic
Special
sort of
thumbs
going
up on
alone
it for
and
us.
Eggestein shadowed him the whole way there.
I wonder if he ever
Oh
gets
my
tired, Kostic.
goodness.
I mean, all you see,
I'm watching
you
the
can
chat.
see him running up and down. He doesn't.
Johnny,
give
I'll
it
probably
another
miss the first half. I'll be watching the
I
challenge.
think that's it though, Sean.
That's okay,
I
Johnny.
think good to know is
That's
he doesn't
totally
need
fine.
to give Kostic a rest to still get the best out of him for 90 minutes. There's a fantastic photo that was in Kicker
There's the
this
cat.
week
She
of
is
Adi
saying
Hütter
hi
just
to you
staring at
guys.
his six-pack. The guy is absolute machine.
Machine, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, when you talk about finely tuned athletes,
I'm watching both.
Kostic is up there
Don't
with
worry,
the
I'm
best of them in the
watching, I'm
Bundesliga,
watching.
probably marveling, or excuse me, challenging Robert Lewandowski of Bayern.
My cat
Will
is very
Sanka, does he want a
long.
hat trick? No, he goes for the cross.
She's very,
Should
very
have shot
long.
Sean.
Somebody asked if you were watching.
Such
No.
has been his success in front of goal this evening, you might as well have had a crack.
No, Johnny was saying that he'll probably miss the first half of Red
For
Dead
Bremen,
tonight.
this
He's going
will
to be
a case
watching
of
the
going back
challenge.
to the drawing board. Their next game at home
This
to
is my kitty.
Wolfsburg, the
She's
side that
precious.
Frankfurt
Her
beat
name is
last time
Tripper.
out, won't be easy.
Not at all.
They've then got an
Buddy.
away tie against Paderborn, which could be crucial in their relegation battle. Then they're at home against Bayern, which, let's be honest, that is not the time you really want to be facing
Say hello.
Bayern when you're in the midst of a battle for survival. Then they close
You
out the
can't say
season on
hello.
match day 33, they're away to Mainz. On match day 34, they're
Say
at
hello,
home to
baby.
Köln.
She's like,
And
I
let's
don't
be honest,
speak
Sean, those
English.
two games
She's like, I
could
don't know
be
what
the
you're saying.
pivotal ones for Bremen.
She's like, it all sounds
It's gonna
gibberish
be
to
a
me.
few, I mean,
I think they're all pivotal, admittedly, you're right.
for them, yeah. And that's also what the others do, you know. Düsseldorf or Werder.
5 minutes stoppage time, so
there's
there's
other
1 minute
teams
left.
that if they keep on losing,
Didi
then
says
Bremen
hi.
stay safe. But
Here.
it's too close to call,
Hello,
really.
everyone.
It's going to be an exciting end to a
Oh, I'm going to be a
Bundesliga
crazy
season.
cat lady when I'm
Well,
older.
that's it. Often we talk about the magic 40-point mark that teams need to reach to avoid relegation in Germany's top tier. Now, that, admittedly, that 40-point mark hasn't been needed.
2 more
since
likes.
the
Who's going to be
introduction
those
of the
last 2
3-point rule.
likes? So
However,
like it for me and Kitty.
It is
Like
worth
it for me
noting
and
that
Tripper.
on this season, I mean, we could
You
be
are
looking
so
at 32,
done with all of
31
my
points
BS.
being enough to survive, actually,
You like
come
don't
the end
even
of it.
care. You're just like, all right.
But Bremen with just one
You do
win
you.
on home
Also,
soil,
we
just
have
6 points
Monster
collected all
merch.
season.
Monster Sports and Entertainment
Form.
YouTube channel.
Still an issue
Check
for
out the
Werder
merch
Bremen.
here.
But in
Woohoo!
the
Yeah.
100th meeting in the
Monster
Bundesliga
Sports
between Werder Bremen and
Entertainment
Eintracht
YouTube channel.
Frankfurt,
We got
it is
merch.
Frankfurt who have picked up 3 pivotal
merch.
points to move themselves clear of the relegation battle. Bremen, meanwhile,
Tripper, you
still
are a
right in the
star.
mix.
Everyone loves you. So that is the final score. Oh my goodness.
Well, Sean, it was goalless at the break. We thought there were going to be goals in the second half.
Final
and they
score.
did come. But they came from, in the end, a very
Wow.
unlikely source. Andre Silva keeping his fine form going. but
final
Stefan
score
Ilsanka
is
with a brace.
0
But
to
let's
3.
just talk about how important this win is for Frankfurt.
Frankfurt
because
wins.
It does move them
Frankfurt
clear
took
of that
home
relegation
the
battle.
W
Well, that's
today.
2 decent games from them. They've taken their chances when they've gotten them.
I do not have an Instagram for my
That's been a
cat.
problem
I should
so
though.
far
Pictures of
since the
her.
restart and also the season.
I could put like
But
so much
they
stuff up.
deserve it. They played clever the last 2 away games. That's 2 away games in a row now that they've won.
There's just music playing in the background, so I gotta mute it. But that's the game. Oh my goodness. Crazy. That's a lot of kilometers covered. Oh my goodness. But
How many kilometers?
114.1,
I do 130
Frankfurt.
myself in a week.
114.9 for Bremen. Yeah, that's the whole team.
I do.
Yeah, you do. Holy crap. Yeah, we'll see if we get another shutout on Friday. Maybe it'll be a closer game Friday. Well, I mean, it might be. They're like 4 spots away from each other? Or 3? 4 spots. They're 4 spots away from each other. One of them is 8 and one of them is at the ranking number 4. I should. Because she's very photogenic. You're very photogenic, bud. You are very, very photogenic. She's precious. Yeah, Frankfurt taking home the W today. Wow. Hold up. Take that. Oh, no, don't exit that. Oh, don't close that up. Okay. Thank you everybody for joining me. Don't forget to smash that thumbs up button on your way out. And I will see you all next time here on Monstar Sports and Entertainment. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications so you're notified every single time that we are live here on this channel, or I am doing a sports stream, gaming stream, it's cooking, anything on this channel. You will get notified for that. But thank you very much for joining me, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!